Good morning. Happy morning Tuesday. Happy National Farm Animal Day. I've got my rooster here and we are ready to rock this little crafty event here in the Sacred Treasure House. Miss, oh my God, Deborah is just finishing up and she was such a hoot. We were having such a good time. Her trivia is amazing. So fun to just sit with her and just laugh and have a good time. But she's finishing up there. And today, guys, I am in. This is a little early for me. I'm usually an afternoon girl. I mean, I know it's mid morning. It's like 11 something here on the East Coast, but I'm usually like in the afternoons because sometimes I don't sleep at night, and I just, like I said, I'm just better in the afternoon. But we're gonna rock this, and I've got see my little buddy here. We're gonna do a good thing with this little rooster here. All right, so this is Sacred Treasure House event today, National Farm Animal Day. So all kinds of animals going on and farm things, and I'm sure everybody's gonna have their little questions about animals and and all that, and have some really cool projects. So I'm on here and I'm just kind of, I'm going to see myself here in the Sacred Treasure House for a minute. But Deborah, like I said, she's such a hoot, guys. If you don't know Deborah Eubanks, you need to go. She's Sacred Soul, and she's one of the ladies in the Sacred Treasure House, and you've got to go follow her page because she's hilarious. She's doing a lot of trivia and games in the little Christmas event coming up, which I haven't really done much, but I kind of watch a little bit here and there. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. As you come in, you see the little live button up in the corner there. You can say hello, tell me where you're from. If you're not familiar with me, go ahead and follow me. We're going to be playing in the clay. Actually, I've already played in the clay yesterday. You can see, but we're going to be painting them up today. This thing took a couple of hours to make, so I could not do it all on the live, and I wanted to be able to have hopefully a finished project today. So yeah, come on in, say hi, tell me where you're from. And if you're not familiar with me or you're watching after the fact and you see me in the lineup or on my page, whatever, just go ahead and hit hashtag replay. I appreciate that. We always love the replays. It really helps our page grow. Oh, speaking of page, guys, I am like about 80, last time I looked, about 85 people away from my 4K. I know it might not mean much to some, but 4K, for me is a cool thing. I don't really come live every day and I only come when I can and I don't promote it like a lot of people do, but I'm almost at my 4K. So I really appreciate you guys sharing me out there and getting me out there. And like I said, I see 3 eyeballs, but nobody said hello yet. There I am. I see myself in Sacred Treasure House. Oh, there we go. Robert. Hey, it's Margaret. My account is in Facebook jail. Okay, thanks, Margaret, for letting me know. I got you. So you must be on your hubby's phone, huh? There's Tanya. Hey, girl, how you going? I'm going to do my call again just because I know you guys missed it in the beginning. I think I do a pretty good rooster, honestly. That's how I feel this morning. I was actually up at 5:30, which is super rare for me. My husband got up. Sometimes he has to get up early for work. And so I was up early with him and I just didn't really pop back. So that's why it's a little bit early and my head's clear. I'm just good. Thank you, Justin, for the stars. Oh my God, it's so cool. I hardly ever get stars, honestly, because I don't come on this much. So that was so sweet of you to do that. So I thank you guys for sprinkling me out. So let me tell you a little bit about my rooster here. Let me tell you a little bit about my rooster. You guys can see it's still warm in Florida. Beautiful day here. It was like been rainy and icky all week, and it's kind of like a nice, like probably 80s day, no humidity, that kind of thing. Anyway, this is my little guy or a big guy. This is actually kind of a big project for me. You guys know I work with clay and I usually don't do anything. Hi there, Lisa. How's it going? Denise, good to see you. Mary, Janet, all you guys, thanks for coming in. But I usually don't do a project quite this big, but I've been waiting for this event to do this project. This project's been in my head for like a month at least. So, hey there, Miss Abby. How's it going with you, girl? So yeah, so yesterday I actually sculpted this thing. It took me a couple of hours and I have a reel. I made a little reel of it. I put it on my page. So you can go watch the little quick reel of how I put it all together if you guys wanted. But I would never been able to do this, in the time frame we have here. So that is why I did it here. And then I'll be able to paint it up today. And I think I'll actually be able to finish it. Oh my gosh, if I don't start rambling too much like I always do. But anyway, so I'm going to have a little game for you guys today. Not like, Miss Deborah does, but I might have a little bit of game. Well, I'm going to guide, you guys need to help me name this rooster. Now he is cool. He's actually got a little, see how I made him like a cool collar? I was gonna, when I was making his ruffle feathers, I was like putting it on, and I'm like, you know what? His little collar came out. So I made him kind of like a little collar, like he's a cool chicken, like a cool rooster. So you guys will have me give him like a really fun, like funky name. I tried to come up with something. My husband's really good with names, but I figured I'd throw it out there. And whoever puts a name in the comment, like as we're going, whoever I decide pick, it's got the coolest name, I'll send you guys some happy mail. Anyway, let me get to going and painting on this and we can chat. Janet, hey there, hey, Rula, thanks for coming. There's Miss Denise. How are you? Denise, I'm going to touch base with your friend here in DeLand, Janet, on, I think Saturday, we're going to try to hook up. So that's really cool. Anybody else lived in DeLand or close to DeLand, Florida, let me know. I'd love to hang out with you. Okay. So, like what I did with this guy, by the way, he's sitting on a piece of wood. This is just some wood that my husband had cut from a limb, and then I got a little dowel here. So he's all, like sitting, and I've got him on my pedestal so I can turn him around. But I think he's just as cool as. Now, here's the deal. I'm actually going to paint him kind of like a patriotic. I know the Americana thing's kind of passed, but I got my shirt on to represent. And hey, Lena, how's it going? I love the rooster too. I don't want it is a lot of people choose chickens for these events because I think chicken's the most popular. I know, there's cows, there's the dogs, there's what else? There's the of course the goats and all the things that we were talking about earlier. But chickens I think are the most popular farm animal. I would imagine between that and maybe a cow or a pig. So yeah, so anyway, like I said, let me get going and painting on this. Like I said, it's just painting today, guys. I've already done, like I said, if you want to see the reel, you can go to my page and watch a little minute and a half reel of how I threw them all together in a couple of hours. All right. All right. Oh, you're doing a chicken too? I know, like I said, chickens are like the thing. I mean, like I said, I eat a lot of chicken. They say eat more chicken, right? At least that's what Chick-fil-A wants you to do. All right, so I'm just going to put a little cover on here because I don't want my wood. I got to thinking I'm kind of messy when I paint, and I don't want my wood to get all like the paint splatters on it because you guys know how that go. You think you got everything covered, next thing you know, when you're swiping some paint, something will drip or it'll slop all over you. I think I'm probably going to add some like, flowers and things once I get him done. But like I said, right now we're just going to do the basic painting. I think that'll probably take up most of my time. What's kind of cool too is usually you guys know I go down on my tabletop. So you see he's so big I can actually you can see me and we can paint and talk at the same time because he's so. I'll be able to do this with one camera today. Hi Carolyn, how are you? There we go. Anybody else I'm missing here? I think I got everybody. I'm on 2 devices, so I'll try to catch both of you. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is just paint his body blue. I will end up putting some distressing media on him after I'm done. I don't know if I'll get that far. If I do, great. If not, then, I'll do that afterwards. But I'll kind of age him down a little bit, make him kind of vintagey looking. Hey, Jeannie, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while, girl. It's good to see you. Oh, I need more blue than that. I have a tendency to just put like a little bit of paint. I'm such a paint Nazi. So there's a couple ways I was going to do this. I thought about painting stripes on his body, but I thought, oh my God, that'll be forever. So I think I'm just going to do like a blue body, and he's going to have like the little collar be like the off-white. I'm going to use antique white instead of white. And then, the red, white, and blue on the tail and all that sort of thing. So let's just go ahead and get him painted. He is still semi-dry. I put a little heat tool to him. I did him yesterday, set overnight. And then I did a little extra work this morning. I added a little bit more to his comb and his tail. And then I put my heat tool on it and got him. You can do that, by the way. You can blast your air dry clay with your heat tool and get it a little bit drier if you want. Okay, guys. Yeah, you guys keep talking amongst yourself, which I know you always do. Let's go ahead and get this blue coat on here. I did want it to kind of set. I thought about making it a little bit lighter, but I think once I get the aging medium on there and everything, it'll all come together good. One thing about working with acrylics, if you make a little mistake, you can always go over it. But he probably will be a pretty fast paint thinking about it. So yeah, I want you guys to tell me, like I said, he's kind of a cool McCool chicken with his little collar. He's kind of like, hey, like a Fonzie chicken. So you guys, and that was just an afterthought. That was like the last thing I did with him. I put that on. I'm like, oh my God, I love the collar idea. So I got to have a fun name for him. And I wanted like a really fun name. So you guys put some fun names you can think of in the comments, and whoever I choose, I'll send you guys some happy mail with this guy. Hey, Terry, I'm good. You ready for our little class? Terry's in my private clay group. I have a Mud.Clay.Art private group where we do like little clay projects. If anybody wants to join, it's only $8 a month. And we're doing a scarecrow. This will be the first time they've done like an actual figurine of a scarecrow, like a figurine. So yeah, we got that going on this Friday, just for a couple hours. Anybody wants to join? It's kind of cool because we actually get to see each other face to face and chat and talk and hang out like a regular class. So you guys can PM me on that if you're interested in all that. By the way, before I get too far, like I said, this is the Sacred Treasure House. We got Miss Deborah and Tanya and Lisa who run that, and they're awesome ladies. I love this group. It's like my home group, I would call. And then up after me is Kathy with Happy Crafting Circle. She's coming up at noon. Yeah, I think noon. Yeah, because I'm over here. Oh, I do have my giveaway tool set up, guys. So 5 minutes to my time's up. That little bugger will go off, and you guys will be able to put in the hashtag word I give you, and hopefully get your $5 Amazon gift card. I'm going to be the ones from last month. I'm going to be working on getting those out today. So I'll need your email on that if you win on that one. Let's see. Can you send me that information? Yes, Janet, I will do that. Oh, this is Janet. Hey, Janet. I just realized who you were. Thanks for joining. Yes, Janet, I will send you information on my clay course. You'll be able to come over and hang out in my studio with me if you want. You don't really have to do it online. But yeah, cool. Absolutely. I can't wait to meet you, darling. Did it call him James or Dean or Elvis? Oh, Elvis. I thought about Elvis. Well, Elvis, I love Elvis. Dean would be cool. Dean would be cool. Like I said, I want some really fun names. I'm a type of person that likes to kind of like not rhyme, but like Rodney Rooster or something like that. But like I said, I'm open to anything. So whatever strikes me. And you guys saw I had an event the other day with my little monster critter, and my husband's really good at naming the names, honestly. And he came up with our little guy named Leroy, which is like a little fabric guy, little fabric monster misfit doll that I painted some time ago. So I could have asked him, but I thought it'd be funner to ask you guys and make like a little contest out of it today. All right, so I'm hoping to get the main areas done here. Like I said, I think he's going to be a pretty fast paint. Dapper Doodle, that's cool. Doodle Denise denies. Hey, lady. Oh, there you go. Cluck Norris. Oh my God, Mary, I love it. Cluck Norris. So far, I think that's the winner. Cluck Norris. I love that. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going to miss some comments, so I'll have to go back and look at them. But that's a good one, Mary. I like that. Okay. All right. Okay. Come on, paint this tail. He's almost like life size. I mean, maybe for a small chicken, although he's a rooster. He'd be roostering in the house, guys. You know how them hens or them roosters are. They like their hens. By the way, I've mentioned this once before on another live, but are you guys like anybody into old school country? There is a band, and I've been listening to them the last few days, and actually while I was painting this, doing sculpting this guy yesterday. Anybody likes Texas swing music or Willie Nelson or anything like that? There is this old band. I got to get a smaller brush for this. Look, there's an older band that's been around forever since the 70s called Asleep at the Wheel. And they are like a Bob Wills, take off. They do a lot of fiddles and stuff like that. And I love their music. I kind of grew up on that stuff. And so they have a song, Ain't Nobody Here But Us Chickens. And I know it's actually been redone by a couple people, but has anybody ever heard that song? Yeah, I love that song. And matter of fact, I put it on my Spotify, and I've just been listening and listening to these guys for a while because I'd kind of forgot about them, to tell you the truth. So yeah, so ain't nobody here but us chickens. Ain't nobody. You guys don't usually see my face when I do this stuff, so it's a rare thing to actually see me instead of just my table. But yeah, I love that group. They're really fun. If you don't know what they're about, they have a lot of like really fun songs. And Willie Nelson sings with them, or used to. I don't think he does much anymore. But they used to sing a lot and travel. Because they're both from Texas. Any of the Texans should probably know this. Chicky Doodle. How about Yankee Doodle? Yankee Doodle might be good, although I'm from the South now. I don't know. If my mama was live, she would not go for that. She was one of them diehard Southerns. I was actually married to a New Yorker for many years. She didn't like him simply because he was a Yankee. Like she'd like, oh, and she just had a thing because she's a Southern belle and all that kind of. Now I'm like, come on, mom, that's ridiculous. That's just the way she thought. And he had a New York accent, so that was another thing. He didn't talk like a Southerner. Chicky Doodle's good. I like Chicky Doodle. but he's a male. Chicky Doodle might be a little bit more like on the female side, at least to me, it seems like. But I won't say, I haven't thought about what is that, the rooster? I'll say, son. Foghorn Leghorn, he's a cool rooster. Any other cool roosters you guys can think of that you like? He's one of my favorite roosters, I think. God, getting in these little teeny, I should just paint the whole thing and then I could go over it and detail it, but I'm kind of going around. In the back here on his neck, I have these, you probably can't see it, but I have like little zigzags cut out for the feathers. And so I'm going around all those right now just to kind of get that filled in. And then once I do all the blue, I can start working on the other parts. So you guys having a good Tuesday? This is the first day I've felt normal in a while. Chicken noodle soup. Okay. That's funny. It's got to be a cool name. Look, he's got a collar, man. It's got to be like a really cool, like, like I am the coolest. I'm the coolest cock in the house. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Vern? I am the coolest cock in the house. It's got to have a fun, cool name, guys. Because he's got, but LaFonzie was like, of course, because he used to flip his collar up. That was one of the first ones I thought about, honestly, was that something like that. Okay, I know I've made a little bit of a hot mess here. I need to get his face too. Most of these chickens, they have their feather that they ruffle up like that. That's whole little thing right here that I turned into a collar. Usually that's over their entire face, and they're white. I was looking at a reference of a chicken for this, but I'm gonna do my face, the whole thing in blue, and then we're gonna do the rest of it in the red, white, and blue. And like I said, I think I'll throw some cool flowers or something on him on the bottom, to kind of jazz him up. Maybe I even thought about putting a necklace on him, like sculpt some sort of like fun necklace. Maybe I'll do that. I'll sculpt a necklace with his name. That's what I'll do. Whatever the name I pick, I'll add to this. After I'm done, I can just add it on there and put it on there, and I'll add his name on him right here, like a necklace hanging down. So yeah, that'll be a little fun project I can add to this. So yeah, you got to have a cool name, guys, and it can't be too long. I would say no more than 2 letters, or 2 letters, 2 words. This thing painting this. Anybody ever paint ceramics before? You guys know. Love the blue rooster. Rhett's cool. I like Rhett. Yes, I love Gone with the Wind. That is one of my all-time favorite movies, guys. I have probably seen that thing a dozen times. I haven't seen it in years, but it's another thing too. When my daughter was little, we would that was one of our bonding things. We sat and watched Gone with the Wind. I got her into that. So we had the posters in the house for a while. I don't anymore, but we had the movie posters and whatnot. I think I got it for her room once. She was really into. She's almost 40 now, so she's. But I imagine we could probably sit down and watch it again. Ooh, this is really tight in here. I'm in a tight spot. You guys know where that movie line came from? I'm in a tight spot. Think about that. The crafty, just wanted to pop in and sprinkle. Oh, thank you there, Miss Charlotte. I appreciate that. Ryan the Rooster. The book was better, but I have multiple copies of the movie. Yeah, of course, the book's always better. I don't know if I read that book. That was back when I used to actually read novels. That don't happen anymore, guys. I don't read novels. I mean, how many people actually read novels? That's awesome. My phone consumes my life nowadays. Between that and TV, watching Netflix binges and stuff like that. I know we're kind of like behind the times, but we just started watching Yellowstone. Anybody watch Yellowstone? Oh my gosh. We're just now getting into it like the third season or something like that. But it's pretty cool. I used to live in Montana, so my daughter, my aunt, and everybody's all about Yellowstone. And I'm like, I don't know. And then I started getting into the characters. I'm like, okay, I know about it. That stuff is like, oh my God, it's a little like some of the scenes are like, what? They're crazy. Miss Beth she's a bit of a nutcase, if you ask me. Hey, Laura, love Yellowstone. Gone with the Wind is my favorite. Yeah. So that line that I told you for, we in a tight spot. Anybody know where that line came from? It's another one of my favorite movies. I kind of have a tendency to graduate to like movies that are sort of like Southern or have a sudden kind of a feel to them. Fried Green Tomatoes is another one of my all-time favorites. And of course, Forrest Gump. I love Forrest Gump. My ex-husband was like Forrest Gump. I love him to death, but he's like Forrest Gump, and he knows it too. I would tell him a couple times, not to be mean. I mean, because he was a sweetheart, but he's Forrest Gump. Anyway, yeah, that the line to that movie. Oh, thank you, Justin. You got it. That is one of my favorites. Oh my God, I love that. That's another movie I have seen so many times. We in a tight spot. I say that a lot. We in a tight spot. Oh, I loved him with his Pompeii hairdo and his pomade, the little pomade thing he used to wear in his hair. Anybody have a favorite scene from that movie? I don't know. It's all good to me, really. That is a funny movie. You guys know what that movie? You ever seen that movie? You know what it's based on, right? Iliad and Odyssey. It's kind of like a southern version of that. Oh my goodness, painting this thing is like, oh, for God's sakes, I'm going to end up having some little do-overs on some areas over here, guys. So, but that's fine. I got the basics painted. I'll always do some little touch-up, like they say, touch up on all three. All right, so basic color done right now. Let's go ahead and start working on our red and our white. I'll do the white first. Hey, Jan, how's it going, girl? Need prayers? All right, Laura, I'll put you on my prayer list for sure, girl. I know you're going through some stuff right now. I know it's been a heavy week. I had a crazy heavy week last week. You guys probably know I had a little issue with my client. I do home care with elderly people, and yesterday, she's just been, it's just a thing, but I showed up, was it Monday? Today's no Sunday to go, like, after church. I went over there to kind of help out for a few minutes and get her situated. She's all slumped down in her recliner like she's better ready to fall off, and her husband's 91. She's been laying like that for hours. I'm like, why didn't you do something? So I had to call the paramedics and put her in the dang hospital, actually, because the husband wouldn't do it. He was too afraid. So it's like, oh my God, but she's getting out of the hospital tomorrow. And, it's just like, oh, okay. That's why we need to have somebody there to help them. Oh, who else we got here? Abby, the colors you're using, sending prayers. Okay, the only just got worse. A phone call yesterday myself by my husband have to go. Evidence again. Oh, girl, I am so sorry you're having to go through that nightmare. That's a mess. It really, honestly, I'm going to use the suck word. It sucks when people that, you're a good person and people around you do crap and cause problems in your life. I mean, I hate that. Been there too many times. But like I said, I'll say prayers for you, and things will end up turning around for you. They will. All right. I believe in that the good will prevail. I'm an optimist. I'm more of the glass is half full kind of person. So anyway, like I said, I'm using an antique white on this one. Cool. Colonel Nugget. I like that too, Justin. We might be in a little bit of a tie right now between Colonel Nugget and Mary's. What was Mary's again? I already forgot. Ooh, blonde this morning. I'll tell you, my brain's not quite awake yet. So right now, even though I'm going to go back over here with the red, I'm painting the whole thing with this off-white, this antique white, because it'll be easier to just paint the red over top of this than trying to go, between each one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just getting all one color on here. He's pretty cool, though. Colonel Nugget's cool. I like that, Justin. Colonel Nugget, and like I said, I forgot what Colonel Clucker. Colonel Clucker, is that what it is? Something like that. That was really funny. That was really funny. Getting underneath his tail is a bit of a pill. I might wait to get underneath his tail. I'm going to do the rest of it first. Well, what the heck? I'm here. Let me go ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and do it. Chuck Norris is a good one. Oh, Cluck Norris. Yeah, Cluck Norris is good. Cluck Norris is very good. Yeah, like I said, I got to go through and make the decision. Then I might even play it off my hubbies because he's pretty good at naming things. He names everything. He's got a couple names for me. Some of them I can't say online. I mean, on live, you know what I mean? But one of them, of course, he's Mexican. He calls me white girl, and I call him Mexican. But he's got some other names for me too, and vice versa. Depends on the day and the mood, right? All right. So these are actually going to be like light blue, and then there's going to be some the red, white, and blue. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and just do that too. I'm just going to paint all of this madness here. Let me see. Caroline Potter, Chris, that was Mary's name. Yeah, Cluck Norris. That's it. Cool. All Chuck's movies. You guys like Chuck Norris? Is he like your favorite action dude? Is there any other like what is it like, karate type. My husband likes to watch the, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be derogatory when I say this. We call them Ching Chang movies, the Wang Chung movies. He likes to watch a lot of those like, what do you call it? You know, the karate movies. Yeah, he likes those things. And I make fun of them because, you know, that they dub over the English and the words are, and they're so off. Like, and then you try to read the subtitles and they don't seem like they match what the words are. And I'm just like, but we watch some other foreign movies sometimes on Netflix that are sort of like the words do not make sense with what you're saying in your foreign language. I don't get it. Oh, it's funny. But yeah, he likes to watch those things. And I don't really watch much of them, but he gets into those. It's just kind of a guy thing, maybe. I don't know. Any of girls out there like to watch them Wang Chung movies, karate types? Love Chuck Norris. Chuck Norris, from what I know, you know, you read, is supposed to be a really awesome dude, like a really good guy, you know, good-hearted type person. Who's the other guy that I like? The Asian dude that does all of the stunts and everything. Come on, guys. Oh, he's funny. He does all the funny, like, you know, things. Ah, God, I can't believe it. My mind's, you know, like I said, I call it like live mush brain when you start on a live and you're thinking and painting and trying to create. The guy that does all of those make my day, Clint Eastwood. I just saw an interesting movie with Clint Eastwood the other night. It was really different. You know, as he's getting older, he's making these really poignant kind of movies. I forgot the name of it. It was about him going into Mexico. He lived in real close to the Mexican border, and he went in to retrieve this guy. And actually, Dwight Yoakam was in the movie too. His son was Hispanic, the Dwight Yoakam's son, and he had to go in and retrieve his son, who was a teenager, from this mom who was kind of a bad mom, and the things he went through. And then he met some, what the heck was the name of that movie? It's a good movie, actually. The Clint Eastwood. I don't know if he moves that slow. I think he was just acting that way in the movie because he seemed like an old, decrepit old dude in that movie. He's getting really old, but he's still cool. I love Clint Eastwood. Yes, I do have Jean-Claude Van Damme, Arnold Schwarzenegger, of course, my favorite. Jackie Chan. That's what I'm trying to think of. Thank you, Laura. Jackie Chan. He's the one. I love him because he's funny. He's funny and he's really good. I don't know if he still to this day does his own stunts, but he used to. At least that's the kind of stuff you read. You know, who knows what the real truth is? Could be Clint Eastwood. I like that too because I like Clint Eastwood. He's always been a favorite of mine. I was watching him way back in the day when he was doing The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, Fistful of Dollars. I mean, I'm aging myself, but I was in love with him. Another one of my favorites back then is I was so in love with Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, the original, you know, like Robert Redford and Paul Newman. I was in love with Robert Redford. Oh my Lord, for the longest time. He's so cute back then. Remember True Grit with John Wayne and how did we get off in this conversation? But I love that True Grit too. That was another one of my favorites. That's going to be red. That's going to be red and white, I think, and then that's yellow. And then he's got his little red thing up there in the front. I always thought this was called a wattle. Now I don't know when Deborah was on her live. She said the turkey ones were called something else. I don't know if I'm wrong on that. Hey, Robin, how's it going? Hey, I have to fight off all the few roosters with some cry. Them roosters can be a little bit funky, you know what I mean? Lisa's crap. I missed what you said, Lisa. Hey, Irma. Let's see what Lisa said. I got to go back and see what Lisa said. I'm having fun just hanging out and talking to you guys too. Hopefully, I'll get this thing finished painting. Oh, Rockadoodle Drew. That's cute. You guys, this is going to be hard. You guys are coming up with some good ones. You guys are coming up with some good ones. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a hard time making my decision. Did I get all that painted underneath there? I don't think so. I know you can't really see the underneath very well, but I don't want to leave it unfinished, guys. I think it looks pretty good. All right, so now we start adding some red on here. Got to do his eyes black. I'll have a little bit of touch up around the, you know, the detail stuff to make it really, you know, finish it up nice. Okay, let's pop some red on here and see what we get. I did. Laura, I sculpted him with my own two little hands. I said earlier I tried to, I use StreamYard and there's a way that I can share videos. I work off my computer laptop, and I did the editing on a reel on InShot, and I tried to get the reel. I was going to actually show you guys the reel here while I'm live, but I couldn't get it on my. I couldn't figure out how to get it on my computer in time. But you can go to my page, and I posted the reel of how I created him. Yesterday, I did him yesterday. I like rock-a-doodle doo. Yeah, rock-a-doodle doo. Like I said, this is going to be hard. I don't know, but whoever wins, I'll get with you and give you some happy mail. Send you some happy mail. All right, so I need probably a smaller brush for him. All my brushes are so trashed, you guys, because I always paint with this. I don't, I have some decent brushes for my canvases when I used to do paint parties, which are really far and few between these days. I don't really do much of that anymore. All right, now these are going to be red. Oop, wet paint. I should probably use my little heat tool on this, make a mess. Once I get him aged down, I always love it when I put that brown distressing medium on there because it just makes it all tie in so nice. I'm going to have to get me a little teeny brush to get in between some of these areas now. That's one thing about painting these three-dimensional items like this. You got to really get in there in all them little spots and them tight spots. Blue suede doodle. Okay. Oh, because he's blue, right? He's going to be red, white, and blue, though. He's patriotic now. That's another thing to consider. Yankee Doodle Rooster, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, well, oh, but remember, I said I didn't want to use the Yankee thing. He's a Southern chicken. He's not a Yankee. No offense to anybody who lives up north, Deborah. Believe me, I was married to one. I don't have any problem with Yankees, but he's a Southern boy. He's a Southern boy. We have to keep him Southern. Have to keep him. Oops. How far am I supposed to go with this thing? I studied the chicken picture. I know, Mary, you got chickens. These things go up pretty far, don't they? Like almost pretty much to their beak. Oh my gosh, I got to get some really, really small brushes to get in there to do all this little teeny detail behind the scene cracks and all that and the tight spots. Blue suede doodle. Yep. Okay. Let's see. I've got what else here? Let me go ahead and do, I think, the stripes along his. I'm going to use a smaller brush up here. I think I got some decent ones. I pulled out some really smaller, like liner brushes, but they'll work for something like this because they're small. He reminds me of Elvis. Oh, yeah, I got you because the collar. Yeah, like I said, the collar. All right, so let me see if I don't want to spend too much time on the detail because I'd like to get that done. I cannot believe it. Like I said, up after me is Kathy with Happy Crafting Circle. So you guys make sure you go see her. And I always love being in this group. Thank you, Tanya and Lisa and Deborah for having me and putting up with my shenanigans. Sometimes I can be a little bit crazy with some of the things I say, but for your question earlier, yes, that's a wattle. That's what I thought. Well, I was saying DD, wattle, but it's wattle. And the top, yeah, I know the top was the comb, but I wasn't sure. And I thought it was, that's what I guess the turkey ones are called something different. Yeah, they're called something different. But I got the day off today, guys. Thank God. I've been working almost every day, which I usually don't. I usually only work 3 days a week. But last week was kind of crazy, so I got a full day to get caught up in my studio and everything. Okay, that looks pretty good except for the blue. All right, and then so yeah, a wattle. It's called a wattle. All right, let's see. How about we paint the comb? I think that the comb is supposed to be. I forgot if the comb. I gotta look at my reference real quick, guys. The comb is supposed to be. If I was going to do that, was I going to do that? I think I was going to do that red, white, and blue too, or the red, white. At least I know these are. Let me go ahead and do this part. I think I was going to do the comb straight red. So we got red here. I need to get some more paint on here. You are just extra. I am extra. I am extra. That's for sure, Jan. I'm so extra. I'm just me being me. I have a good time. Yeah, I've always been a little bit of the kooky one in the family, so to speak. Sometimes my daughter, I embarrass her. She don't know what to do with me. She's a little bit more on the conservative side, and I've always been like the wild one. Like I'm the one that'll like dance in public or something. She's like, "Mom, stop! I'm like, what? I'm just having a good time. Good Lord. Don't be such a tight ass. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Don't be such a tight wad. Come on now. Be nice. Be have fun. Yeah. I remember a couple times when I would be like that. And then, some of the subjects I talk about, she's just like rolls her eyes, you know. Like I can talk about a subject that's probably not very PC in front of people. And she's like, "Mom, don't do that. Good night," especially to her friends. And that's why you love me. Well, thank you, Miss Jan. Like I said, I appreciate all you ladies. I said, I've been kind of elusive lately simply because of work. And then I haven't been feeling too good. Oh my gosh, you guys give me a second. I got to concentrate. I haven't been feeling too good. I got a lot of back problems. I got something going on. My dang foot drives me crazy. I think it's a bone spur. So I go to the doctor for my back next week, and then I'll get my foot checked out soon too. But I can't walk. I can't exercise like I want to, and it's really annoying me. It's kind of making me mad, making me not want to do anything. I know me. I got to go back and clean this up. I don't want to have all these like little issues going on. But I'll get the main stuff done, and then I'll do the detail later once I get off, because I know that I'm not going to have time to finish up all the painting. But you guys are getting the general idea here. Okay, he's going to have the red on the wings. He'll have the red and white here. Maybe I'll do the all white, and then the red, and then the red and white on the tail, and then the blue. So he'll be pretty cool. He's going to be pretty cool. Dougal, Dougal, Doodle, Doo. Dougal, Dougal, Dougal. I like Dougal itself. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. So red here. You know what? I got to take a minute and dry him because I'm touching the blue and it's getting all over my fingers. Hold up. One thing nice about using StreamYard, it actually has a background noise canceling device, so you usually can't hear this heat tool. And this thing's pretty noisy too. It's not one of those low volume ones. This thing is the industrial fry your fingers off kind. Kind of want to get the front, at least that little, it's kind of tacky there. And I keep putting my hands on it, trying to hold it. All the challenges of creating, right? I got to paint the bottom too. We might even need another coat of blue on him in some areas. Okay, let's see if that took a little bit of the tack off, maybe. All right, love the noise. Yeah, isn't that great? Like I have an earbud in, guys. I use this. I love this little Bluetooth guy. And with that StreamYard feature, it just cuts out all the background noise, because there's sometimes you guys have known, if you ever see me on a live where I get some rain and I can have some crazy noise going on. And I tested it one time when I had a rainstorm, and the noise canceling device really made a difference with the rain factor. So that was pretty good. And it really helps with that tool too. I mean, with the when I do my heat tool, or the GUN word that we can't say. Everybody, okay, I've had like 4 people tell me he looks like Elvis. Okay, so does your heat tool smoke when you're done? Mine used to do for the first time it got burned. This one doesn't. I thought this one, honestly, this is a huge industrial guy. I've had this thing for probably at least 10 to 15 years. I don't even remember when I bought it. I think I got this when I used to be a stagehand in Vegas. No, that was 20 plus years ago. I just remember having it for a long, long time. It's before I even knew about like Rangers and all that kind of stuff, and it's just been my go-to. And it is crazy hot though, crazy hot. You got to be super careful with it because it will fry the bejeebies out of you. But no, it does not smoke. Never had any problem with it except for burning you. This is like, my hand's not real steady on this, and I've got to try to. I usually put my pinky out. You guys do that when you paint? Hey, Angie, how you going? It is a Claytastic chicken. He is for sure. Like I said, he's almost life size. But when I paint to steady yourself, you guys put your pinky down so you can you steady yourself either on a canvas or whatever it is when you're doing small work, you need to do like lines and things like that. That if you don't do that, that's a good little tip. It steadies your hand. I always have to do that, and I'm still not quite as steady as I should be. I have to look at it a little bit closer when I get a chance. Let me see what time I got. I got 53. My timer is going to be going off in 2 minutes, and I'll be giving you that hashtag word. How you doing, Angie? You said you're running around this morning. I used it for the first time. Maybe it's yeah, I don't know what that is, Tara. I've never heard of one smoking. Obviously, if it smokes again, I'd take it back or return it or whatever, because that don't seem right. Anybody else ever had their heat tools smoke on them like that? What kind is it, Terry? What kind is it? He's going to be really super cool. I will be selling this. I don't even know if I'm going to sell this in auction because I don't think anybody's going to want to pay the money because the auction prices are usually pretty low. But I'll probably put this on my eBay because there's been a few hours invested in this little guy. So he will, eBay, Etsy. That's what I was trying to say, the E word. I'll put this on my Etsy shop and see if anybody wants to get him. But I don't know. Sometimes when I make these things, I don't want to give them up because I like them so well. But I just don't have space. I've got so much stuff, as all you guys know. I have a teeny house. Well, first of the year, we're going to start hoping to look for and buy a house. That's what we're looking on. So, yeah, I've been kind of collecting a few of my pieces that I like so that I can keep them for when we actually do have our own home and I have space to actually put. My house is crammed full of art right now. There's like every bit of my walls has got something on there that either I make or I bought from somebody else, and I'm like, I just can't get anything right now. I'm having to store stuff because, hey Terry, how you doing? How you doing, Missy? Good to see you. Good to see you, Miss Terry. I'm gonna take a second here. I know my buzzer's gonna go off in a second, but I just want to look at my reference real quick to make sure that I'm doing what I wanted to do. Screenshots. Here we go. Right, yeah, so it's all red. Okay, it is all red. Go back to there. Here I am. See if I missed any comments. Oh, extra not crazy. Oh, there I is. There's a 5-minute timer. Turn that off. Okay, so I've got 5 minutes left, guys, and up after me is Miss Kathy Monty with Happy Crafting Circle. So now is the time for our little hashtag word. And, hopefully, I don't know, this little giveaway tool is pretty cool. Hopefully, it'll pick somebody that hasn't won yet because sometimes I do. Seems like it pays favors. I don't know. Anyway, we're going to run it. And the hashtag word today is hashtag, guess what? Rooster. 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 Go ahead and put in your hashtag word. No space between hashtag and rooster, just straight hashtag rooster. Okay. Rocky Rooster. Okay. That's pretty good. He's a lover. He is definitely a lover, not a fighter. And like I said, he's going to be Americana. So, we'll have to think. Sam the Rooster would be cool. Hashtag Rooster. And then I'm going to run that in a minute here, guys. Once again, here I go. I thought I was going to get finished. I didn't even finish this. That's because I talk too much. I just jab too much. I can't get through everything. But, I know I'm not the only one. A lot of you ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, Justin. A lot of us crafters, that's probably a more appropriate word to say, don't always get finished with that. I love that, like Mary, man, she can jam through some stuff. Mary, you're good. You just have all kinds of, you're fast. Sometimes I can be, but not when things like this. It just, projects like here take up time. Hashtag rooster, guys, and I'm going to stop here in a minute or two. Do that word. I don't have to switch my cameras over today because I've already got my top view, so that's good. All right. Oh, I just got a little red on his beak, but ain't no thing. I'll be able to paint him over. Touch up all these colors and stuff that I've messed up on. Okay. All right. Hashtag rooster. How many times? I got 3 minutes. I'm going to give myself 1 more minute of painting, and then you guys go ahead and continue. Put in your hashtag word. If you have won this month already, or, just don't put anything in. Let somebody else get it. But, this is the 1st of October. Nobody's won yet. This is my first event in October, Doug Kim. But even if you won last month, give somebody else a chance. But if you've already put it in, don't worry about it. But I like to give other people a chance to get something, win something, a little bit of something. Okay, definitely got a little bit more painting to do. His tail is going to have the stripes on it, with like his wings. This part here is going to be probably all I think I might strap that too or add a little something on there because I like it a little bit better than just that. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. All right. So let me go ahead and stop now and now see if I have any. He is a patriotic, or he's like an Americana rooster. He's going to be. And like I said, I'll age him down when I'm done with him. Okay. Let's do the hashtag word, guys. See what we come up with here. So put your words in hashtag rooster, last call for alcohol, present, share screen, giveaway tool. Oh, I'm so nice. I love it when the weather is just beautiful. This is my Florida weather time right here. Okay, make sure that you guys can see that. All right. Hashtag rooster. Here we go, guys. Collecting. Draw. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. For real, this year. Chicken dinner. Rooster dinner. Denise. Denise, Denise, Denise. You get it, girl. I don't even know how to spell your last name. I have to look that up again. I have to look up your last name, but I'll look it up. Tawarski. All right, Denise, are you there, girl? You obviously you're still there. If you put your if you put your word in. Okay, cool. All right, I still got a minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and stop right now because I don't want to start painting and forget what I'm doing. So, like I said, you guys, thank you. There she is. Denise said, you got it, girl. I'm put you on this. I think I might have your email. If not, go ahead and send it to me. PM me your email again, and I'll get you that on my list at the end. So coming into November, you got to wait a whole nother month. I'll send you the $5 Amazon gift card. I just need your email, okay? I got, like I said, I'm not going to get off right before my minute, but like I said, watch Kathy, watch all the creators. Justin's around. What are you, Justin? Around two something, I think 2:15. He's coming on, and then whole lineup. This is just one of those events that everybody loves to do. So there's got a lot of people in there. So you guys go over ahead and watch it, Miss Kathy. Give her some love. She's going through some stuff, so just give her lots of love today, okay? All right, guys. I will see you later. I'll see you next week. Got something going on. All right, got a really cool event going on next week. So make sure you're watching. Bye bye. See ya.